Yo, Swig is so good.
What's up,
You
everybody?
dang
My name
right
is
it
Max
is.
8, aka Brand. This is episode 132 of the Anime Dojo. I'm Lance, Chris, and Deon. Gentlemen, how you doing?
What's good, bro? My bad.
No complaining here.
I
No, you're
was in the
fine. Hey,
spot.
Too bad
there's
we
gonna be
don't do
small.
pre-advertisement. That's all
Right.
I'll say.
I love the fact. I think we've done this. We've done this for the 132 episodes. Think about that. At least a third of them, maybe 30 episodes, have some kind of like small Easter egg where we're talking in the beginning, we're talking at the ending. So enjoy that. You're just gonna have those randomly pop through. If you just listen to them, you'll randomly have pop through at random times.
Yeah, I just gotta make sure I hide the logos.
We are gonna talk about a few things. There are 7 anime up for Oscars for 2026. We'll talk about that. We'll also talk about there is the season 2 openings, like titles you can for live action. They are up on. You can see them online now. I think it's 8 episodes. All the little special like title sequences. We're gonna go through those and see if we can kind of guess where the story's gonna be taken. That's gonna be more Chris and Dion's thing because I don't really follow the anime enough to understand where the story's gonna be taken. But I can maybe take a few guesses here and there. Um, then we'll do the charts, and then we'll do My Stats as Assassin episode 7 and 8. We're getting close to the back half of the winter season, fall season, so we're going to kind of see where things end up and getting into the winter pretty soon. Let's start off with this though. Let's start off with this One Piece logos. Based on these pictures, so it's the second, the one right above the charts. Um, I couldn't really tell what they were kind of getting at with these. Um, a lot of these look pretty generic, ultimately. Chris, based on the pictures, can you kind of get anything from these right away?
Basically, so of course they're doing the thing that Dion hates because they're mashing episodes again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So each of these kind of tell what episodes or what they're planning to cover within those arcs within this 8 episode season.
Okay.
So I'm very curious because one of the things that I agree with Dion, and I wish that they did, is they kept the episode names similar or the same, but they don't. They reinvent new ones. So, with that being said, I don't know which is which, nor do I know if
Okay.
that's even the order they'll be in.
Okay.
Well,
Some of them look cool. Some of them do look cool. Some of them look interesting. But like you, I think in the first season they did the thing where the episode names weren't actually episode names. They were just the logo, and then they kind of mixed and matched a couple episodes together and get to a point. Dion, if you can see the things on your phone for these
yeah.
logos, any of these stand out to you?
Oh
Anything
yeah,
like
all of them actually, and they all are trash. I hate this. I absolutely hate this. I mean, with a passion, do I hate this, bro? Like, this is supposed to be for one season, 8 episodes, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
8 episodes. So you mean to tell me that we're gonna start and go to Alabasta and then get Brooke and Chopper?
No. They actually confirmed that is not the case. Matter of fact,
Why do
they
we have
said
a
it's.
Chopper hat on
We
episode
know we
8?
meet Chomper, but we do not meet Brooke or Frankie.
So
Why is
yeah,
there a
that's right.
violin on episode 7?
That's
You said,
right.
why is there
We
a what?
do violin on episode 7.
I
So it would
mean, not
be
7, episode 5.
5.
Because we don't know that those are the order.
Right.
That's
I'm
the thing
just
I was
looking
wondering.
at this order. So that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. If it's I'm not looking at it as in this is where it's gonna be. I'm just looking at there's gonna be 8 episodes, right? So that means that
Mm-hmm.
Chopper's in one of the episodes. It looks like Brooke is in one of the episodes just because
I
of the
do not
violin.
think. I hope he isn't, because that's way too soon for Brooke. Way too soon for Brooke.
Yeah, these are all in the same one, so
so
I wouldn't put it past
so
them. But not only
so
that, bro. You're going to meet the numbers already. Candle wax number 3. You're gonna meet them already, which you don't meet until after the end of Alabasta when he's fighting Croc.
So, question, and I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you off because
No,
you're
keep
doing
going.
the thing I wanted you to do. So are you telling me we're going into? I know the Alabasta arc is the next arc. I do know that much. Are they doing the thing, Chris, like they did with? And this is going to be a weird comparison. Remember what they did for what was it? Oh, Last Airbender, Chris. Are they going to do it for this season of season 2? Are they going to mix and match a bunch of stuff that doesn't really go together and then try to combine stories? Because I think that's the
Yes,
point.
because that's what they did in the first. That's what they did in the first season. Absolutely.
But at least the first season stayed within the first season for the most part.
Which
It
is,
didn't go
I
outside the
mean,
bounds.
that's what we want, but that doesn't mean that's what we'll get.
Yeah. Okay.
And I mean, technically, it didn't stay within the first season. It and it's only because One Piece has so many arcs that can be considered
Yeah.
the first season, but we all look at East Blue as the first season of One Piece.
Yeah.
But we're already getting hints and tricks into like everything else afterwards. Like Arlong Park should not have happened during the East Blue
Yeah.
original
Yeah.
thing. So we're
But it
already like
actually,
merging. That's why I hate it.
but it's funny. Arlon Park was kind of interesting because I think that was the one time I'm like, okay, I know this doesn't happen where it does, but it gives you the story of I forget her name. I'm trying to think. I can't
But
think of her name right now.
I mean, but we have
Uh,
to remember though. We keep forgetting that they are redoing the entire One Piece series.
that's the
So
problem.
and I mean, history is going to be like, oh, basically they're going to do it just exactly how they did Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z, like it has an entirely different show with a different pacing. Like this is what we are used to now, even though it doesn't always work the way we want them to.
So I'm gonna ask this because Dragon Ball Z is a good comparison and a very good comparison to this. Do you see in a time period, and I'll let either one of y'all answer this, whoever want to take it, where we're gonna see multiple versions of One Piece out at the same time, and they have different pacing
We
of the
already have it.
We already have
We
it.
already have
Yeah.
it.
We already have it. There's 3 different versions out right now.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. That is.
Yeah. Now,
I,
Chris, let me ask you this because you probably know a little bit more about the plans for the future of the recreation because I just like completely cut it off and pretend it doesn't exist.
it's not
Um,
happening.
are they actually remaking it or are they just cutting filler? Because I thought they were just cutting filler.
No, they're actually remaking it
It's a
while
remake from
they.
the ground up.
Yeah,
So they're going to recreate the story.
they are Netflixing it.
Okay,
I hate
so
to say it.
it's exactly why I pretended don't exist. Like that's
So
crazy.
yeah, their thing
That's
is they're
crazy.
gonna recreate it, and as they take out they're gonna take the filler out along the way.
So
Yeah,
that's
because
what
they're
they tried to do
basically
with
redoing
the
the
live action.
pacing. Yeah.
Yeah, and it
So
sucked.
don't be surprised if the first episode of the newest, well, technically it's already out, but and some of the shows end up being the one-to-one creation of the live action.
Yeah, which sucks. It
Okay,
sucks. I'm gonna
okay,
say this because I don't want people to take this the wrong way, right? Because I'm saying
go
it
ahead.
sucks. That's for me. I am a One Piece fan. I grew up watching it. I watched it from episode 1 in sub. I've rewatched it in dub. Like I am a One Piece fan, right? Now, I'm not a fanatic. Like I don't know every actor's name and I don't know their home addresses and stuff like that. But I enjoy the anime, right? So for me to see that rewritten in a way that I'm not used to sucks. But for a new person who has no attachment to the old series, this may actually be better for them.
And that's
But it
the
still
that's the thing
sucks.
that's the thing I'm gonna get at, and I'm surprised by this because it's writing for a new generation. It's writing for a new audience. It's writing for a new fan base. Here's the thing that kind of boggles my mind with that, though.
It's
You
writing for
can do
8-year-olds
that.
with ADHD.
There it is.
Oh, oh, oh,
There it is.
ow,
There's the truth.
ow. Ooh,
I mean, I consider
wow.
myself to be an older young man, right? Like I'm emotionally, well, not even emotionally, but mentally a child at heart, right? That's me. I play video games, I
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
anime, I go to Nerf gun parks, paintball. Like I'm a kid at heart, right? I still don't enjoy playing. Like, don't belittle me. Don't give me something just because you think I can't handle it. It's the No Child Left Behind in school all over again. Like,
But 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 it but it's also kind of funny. I agree with everything you just said, and I'll counteract that point real quick. And
mhm.
it's a thing I've
Uh-oh.
played. It's a thing I've been playing. I've been playing through.
I love for these
Look,
moments.
uh, look at a game. Okay, I'll give you two games. Look at a game like Fortnite, which actually calls out your theory pretty quick, easily. But I'm gonna go on the flip side of that coin, and I've played this game. Look at a game like Dispatch. From the guys who's the guys that help. It's the new studio that's been helped by Critical Role, the
Yeah,
story-based game, the Telltale style game.
good tell start. Yeah,
That game is so in depth to the point where it is adult to a T, and I don't really mind it, except for there's a lot of cursing in it. Every other word is cursing pretty much for most of the characters, give or take the exception. But also, if you look at the cast for that game, I'll give you a few names. Alana Pierce, the head of Critical Role, is the main actor for the main character you play as. Um, Jacksepticeye. I can go, and there's a list of people.
yeah.
Laura Bailey. It
Basically, the whole Critical Role production team.
Pretty
correct,
much.
but here's
Oh
the
yeah,
thing
I'm a
about
D&D
that.
nerd too. I like Critical Role. What's up, haters?
So here's the thing about that. If you've played D&D or know anything about Telltale games or know anything about that style, that kind of stuff, the brain power and the understanding you need to have when you play that kind of stuff to really focus and look around for things is immense.
Man,
So,
there's
But
no
see,
lines right
so
there.
there's a difference in that though. Those are original games that had their original intent already placed out, right? That means if
bang,
you're this A type person, you can go play this certain game. If you're, a B type person, you can go play that other game. You have that avenue.
right?
That I'm relating this to something like Mortal Kombat. You take Mortal Kombat and you take the essence away and you turn it into injustice.
Oh, oh, oh,
The double
man,
entendre on
No more
yeah,
combos, no more finishers, no more thought-provoking moves. It's
correct. But on the flip side of that, and I'll throw you this bone: Street Fighter 6, and I'm gonna go down that same route if you want me to, Dion. I
Mhm.
will absolutely do that with you. Here's the thing: Street Fighter 6 has done the one thing that's actually kind of smart for them because they have the classic controls. They also have the modern controls. The modern controls are actually really easy to do. It's a four-button fighter. You lose some of your basic moves, but you can do other moves very easily. The classic controls is a six-button fighter. You can still do everything like a Street Fighter game could be done,
Yeah,
plus everything else. And they go one step further.
that's
If you
fine.
just want to do,
How do you do
if
that
you just,
for an anime?
you can't.
Exactly.
You can't
You're
hold somebody's
either
hand with anime.
gonna dumb it down like the live action and create injustice, or you're going to leave it and recreate it like a new Mortal Kombat game versus
it. This is strictly cultural versus economical. Because the economical reasons why they do something is, of course, to put more money in their pocket. However, the culture that they ruin, I mean, dude, I don't know if they even care, you know? So, I mean, this is what it is, cultural versus economical.
But
Yeah, like the
here's the
OG Mortal Kombat games, you had to learn Japanese just to know what they were saying.
correct.
You know,
Absolutely.
I get on making it easier because now these Mortal Kombat games they speak English essentially.
Correct.
English,
They don't
Spanish.
change the essence of the game. Simplify, make it easy to understand, but don't change the essence of it. What One Piece is doing with this live action and with the recreation is they're changing the essence of what One Piece is. You're creating like right now, you see characters that you're not supposed to see yet. So you kind of create a different relationship with them. You know,
Because technically, in the first season, and I'm gonna ask this question straight up: Are we not supposed to see Mihawk in the first season? Are we? We are, but it's not like in
it's
live
not the way.
action.
Yeah,
It's not the way it's actually
we
portrayed in
see
the actual show.
Zoro fighting Mihawk. We
Correct.
don't see Mihawk disassemble the guy that we see Luffy actually grow and fight against. The
Correct.
way we learn about Sea Prism Stone and not being able to swim with a devil fruit, we skip over all of that.
Let's give a lot of that. Okay. The
I
only
forget
reason I
the
think
guy,
this is
Baracus, whatever his name is, the guy with the cannons in his shoulder pads that in the live action
yeah.
Mihawk, he's a cameo. He's a
Yes,
cameo
he
in the
is.
live action.
Yes, he is.
Like that was
Well,
a
then like we
5 episode fight.
get, we also get the chef's backstory. We get a lot of other stuff too. Um,
Bro, how do we justify making a 5 episode fight and a 20 episode arc into a cameo?
it's the old thing, and I think it's gonna keep getting worse and worse slowly. Of they're trying to make anime mainstream. The problem is you will never get to that point where it's ultimately gonna be mainstream enough to where everybody's gonna be able to like it.
Yeah, they're trying to
Not
mainstream
everybody's
it.
gonna like
It's the
everything.
biggest anime in the world to do it. That's fucking ridiculous.
Fair enough. This is an interesting topic because I saw the little graphic thing. I was like, okay, this will be kind of interesting to talk about. But also, it kind of feels like now, if we're going down the road we're going down, because Netflix still has the opportunity. They're still making Sakamoto Days. We still know Demon Slayer is coming back. We also know My Dress Up Darling. We know a lot of things that are being made. So this is their cash cow. Can they keep it going? And then can they have other stuff kind of get to that level? The ultimate fact is, I think we're going to get to the era of anime is not going to be as accessible anymore, but also your old classics are going to be remaked,
Now,
and
you know what though?
changed for next generation.
But you know what though? Star Trek makes a good observation of this. Like, think of what may be classical to us is not classical to the newer generation or the older generation for that fact.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, what if the One Piece that Dion loves just comes classic One Piece, while the other one is just new One Piece?
No.
At that point, Chris, I would be okay. I think I would be cool with that. The problem is, you need to go the Dragon Ball Z route and change the title.
But that's what they do though.
No,
When
bro.
you
No,
on
you can't do that while it's still running.
That's the other problem. I think that's the other big issue.
Star Trek had been
Yes.
off the shows for years.
well, no, I say Star Trek because in one episode or a movie of Star Trek, they call rock and roll music classical music.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like that's beautiful. The way Star Trek did it is beautiful. The way they recreated even the movies to relaunch Star Trek was amazing. But you couldn't have done that if the original Star Trek were still airing
Active.
episodes, bro. It's
Yeah.
contradictory. Exactly. I don't even know if I said that word right. One Piece got my head messed up.
You said it right. You said the word right. You did say the word right.
But like, because it's like I'm watching this. If I ever decide to if I'm not a person who already seen it, I want to watch it. I'm watching it. I'm trying to catch up to it, And then I go and I'm like, oh, they got a live action. Let me go watch that. My brain is gonna say, well, who is this guy? Where did this guy come from? Why am I watching the classic one when I could just watch this one? It's so much faster. Why you lose the essence of the original?
I'm gonna end it off with this. Something y'all both brought up. Y'all both brought up good arguments across the board, so have I. I think the other thing that I see from this is vice versa. What you said, Deon. Somebody watching the one without the filler, and then see where the actual history of the old version of what was like. Somebody references, oh, here's the older version if you want to try it, of One Piece that's still running for the most part. And then they go back and watch it, and they can't because all the filler was put in there, and they can't get through it. I think that's going to be
that would be because their attention span can't handle it.
Correct. That's the other side of that coin. So I think there's a balancing act for that history. There's a balancing act because if you show somebody the new one and try to get them to watch the old one, they can't because it's attention spans. Or vice versa, if somebody's watched the new one, watch the old one and try to watch the new one, then you're like, I'm missing all this story that's kind of just been cut out. So it's kind of like, what am I getting at? We'll see. We'll see what live action comes out. It's coming out March 10th. We'll see where it ends up. We'll see where the story goes.
Well, I don't know. Deon might watch it just to say he hates it, but yeah.
What the new one?
Yep.
Live action.
I'm actually gonna watch it because I found a new respect for the main character, right? So I'm
the
gonna
actors,
give this season
the actors
chance to redeem itself.
That's the other thing
I
too.
hate
The
it,
actors
I'm
are
definitely
trying.
gonna voice it.
The actors are trying to make this legit. They're not
because the actors are actual fans.
And that's one thing. Yeah, that's that one thing that I guess it's not their fault that I don't like them for the characters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, not your fault.
But I still think that Homeboy is so goofy.
Oh, yeah, but they
not
had to find
in a
like
good way, like goofy and
just goofy in general.
Yeah.
Let's get from the live action side to the movie side. Let's get into something that's kind of going to be interesting.
You know what else I hate about the live action One Piece, Luffy? Why is he so
on? He's trying to move on. You know this, right?
No,
oh, my bad.
You're good. No, you're good. Bro. I figured you were gonna do that, and you actually last week you actually did surprisingly well holding your tongue. I actually was surprised. This is the one time I don't mind it. I do not mind it at all.
My bad. You got to give me like a timer in the corner from what I
That's fine. That's good. No.
20 seconds. Go. No, no, bro. But why is he so nice and caring? Luffy doesn't care about anything but his stomach. All right, go ahead.
That's the way they wrote him. That's the way they wrote him. That's the problem.
Exactly. Stupid.
According to anime
why
TV,
does all right?
No, you're fine. You're good. You're good. According to anime TV, the rise of global cinema in the upcoming award cycle marks another milestone. 5 anime films are now officially eligible for the 2026 Academy Awards. So Demon Slayer is on there, Chainsaw Man, 100 Meters, which I don't know much about that one. Colorful Stage, the movie, Mika Who Can't Sing. It's what's her name? I can't. In Japan, the lady that people like to go watch. Scarlet and Chow, I think is how you say that. A fish, and then the Legendary Hall 2.
You got me. I'm
K-pop Demon Hunter wins. I promise you, it's rigged.
K-pop Demon's not on this list.
Yeah, it is.
It's not. Not the 5
K-pop
according to
Demon
this.
Hunter is on the list for the Oscars.
Oh, it is. Oh, so this they is so they don't list it here. Okay, they must.
Wait, what category? What category?
I don't see the category.
It might
Uh,
be listed.
It's
So
7 anime make it to the 2026 Oscars eligibility.
so that must be the other two. That must be the other one. I don't see here. Because on this list they don't
Yeah,
talk about
Chainsaw
K-pop.
Man, Demon Slayer, Child Zero, Colorful Stage, Dragon Heart, 100 meters, Scarlet, and K-pop Demon Hunter.
K-pop thing. Okay. I'm gonna ask this question. I probably know the answer, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. Do you think any of these movies, depending on the category they're in, I'm gonna say best animated film most likely, or best like something of that nature? Which one do you give the best shot to win? Dion, we'll start off with you for this.
I have to be a little bit nuanced here because a lot of them
Okay.
I haven't seen fully. But I'm gonna go Demon Slayer. The artistry
Okay.
was immaculate. The musical score was fantastic. The emotional sequence was dynamic. It definitely has all the plugs that a normal non-animated movie would win Oscars for.
Okay.
Could I see it only winning best score in a animated film? Yeah.
Okay.
Could I see it only winning best animation? Yeah. But those are more Crunchyroll type of categories versus Oscar categories.
As our categories. Chris, what do you think about this list? And like I asked Dion, what is your thoughts about who could win this?
okay. Let me just be real and 100 with everybody listening. Honestly, the only movie I've seen is Demon Hunter because that's the only one I've cared enough to see.
Mm.
I haven't seen nearly as much advertising for some of these other ones. So I don't know. But for them to be in the Oscars means that they were nominated for something. That does not mean they were all in the same category or anything whatsoever. Because I mean, because some of these animes could just downright play can be like best action film. Like you know what I mean?
But do
Like
you
we
feel
don't
like
know.
the Oscars would be that willing to share their moment with anime to
Yes,
put them in
Oh,
different
yes,
actually,
categories?
absolutely. When
yes,
it comes out, when it
yes,
comes out of Japan, they're more. It's funny. I'll put it
yes.
this way to you. I'll put it this way to you. When it comes out of Japan, they're more likely to give it more credit. Unlike, and this is going to be a really knock on what I'm about to say.
We're
I'm sorry
we're
I'm about to say.
talking about the same thing here, right? We're talking about
No, no.
the
But
group
see,
of people that wouldn't even vote for a black person until the last 5 years,
but,
maybe
but the
10.
thing that you're forgetting right now is the money aspect of it, because they want some of that money. You know that they will
Mhm.
willingly give you whatever you want as long as you give them some of that money too.
I
But
mean,
Like
we're
that's
also
also,
talking
another
about the
reason that
same
lets you know
group
that
of
this is
people
going
that
to be
let
rigged.
Will Smith smack the heck out of somebody
Exactly.
yeah,
And he
and
only
they
got banned
applauded.
for a year.
Like,
And he only
oh,
got
that
banned
was
for a year. Yeah, really?
that was 2 years.
he got banned for a while.
It's actually
They
10 years.
almost
It's like
didn't
it's a
let him
long
come
time.
back.
Yeah, it was almost a
But
long time
and then he said he don't want to go back. He
Yeah,
tired
back.
of
Yeah,
it.
I mean, he's almost
but
blacklisted from entertainment. His
yeah, he was.
movie flopped afterwards because nobody
But
would run it.
now
Which
the
movie?
thing I'm getting the
When he was the African dude,
Wakanda, not Wakanda. It's the king. It's the king of. It's that
uh,
other
con-
one. It's the king something.
concussion or something.
Yeah,
No, not concussion. Yeah, it was either concussion
Mhm.
or he was the Venus and Serena one. I think that was right
I think
before.
it's Venus Serena one. I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about. Yeah, I think it's that one. Um, the other reason I see this not being surprising is because Marvel movies don't do well in the United States. Like superhero movies at all don't do really well with the Academy, surprisingly.
That's because we're tired of
I
seeing
mean,
it.
true, but I would have thought Endgame would have got something for what it did when it came out. It did Endgame, but it didn't. I'm actually not surprised that we're getting a lot of the anime stuff. To be honest, I have two things I'll say. I think Demon Slayer wins something, and ultimately, out of the rest of them, I think K-pop Demon Hunter wins something. Only because I think both of those have enough range. I'll say range in the sense that they can cover multiple categories.
Wait, can I ask you a
Everything.
question?
Mhm.
Sorry, I cut you off. Continue.
No, go ahead. What were you gonna ask?
No, do you guys think they're just trying to stay in the limelight because the Oscars are dying off and nobody's really watching it? And Crunchyroll actually did more numbers than the Oscars last
Ding
year,
ding 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 ding
and
ding
now
ding
they're
ding ding
trying
There's
ding
to
your
ding
answer.
ding ding.
steal some of that
There's
thunder.
your $100. There's your $1 million question right
Yes.
there. There's your answer,
Yes.
Diane. Yeah.
I was trying to say it without saying it.
No, I'm gonna
Yes.
say it.
Yeah, you
I'm
gotta
gonna
say it.
say
That's
it.
not gonna. But Dion, that's the weird part. Think about that. Think about K-pop Demon Hunters, Demon Slayer, and Chainsaw Man all making more money than some of the top movies in the box office at the time. Demon Slayer made over $600 million across the box office of world,
But
domestic, and over
Brandon,
the world.
I'm about to tell you why. I'm about to tell you real why.
Go
When was
ahead.
the last time you watched any movie, any American movie that's had depth, that's had character development, that's actually had a story worth watching, something that isn't based around the world and the state that it's in?
It's gonna be weird to say this, and I'm gonna I might blow your mind for a second. So hold on. I might blow your mind if when I want to say this. So not the first Creed movie, but the second Creed movie.
Now wait a minute. You bring
That's
it
Michael
in
B.
because I was about to blow your mind. Because check me out. What was the
Okay,
only Marvel movie? The only Marvel movie to get an Oscar.
Black Panther.
Rest my case. I'm done.
Yeah,
Hey, I can't say no more unless we getting banned.
like you surprisingly
Yeah, no,
the two
I'm
we
with you
picked
on that, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
the two we picked are basically iconic things.
So,
Surprisingly,
but let me raise you another point because I feel like I know where you're going with that, B. But so let me raise you another point. Solo Leveling was never at the Oscars.
Mm-mm.
Why now?
Nope.
Why now? Solo Leveling was arguably the biggest award-winning anime of all times ever to touch a stage,
yeah.
and yet it didn't reach the Oscars.
Yep.
So
I
are we
can't
only
explain
looking
to you.
at movies? We're looking at movies. Why?
Well, Academy Awards have always been movie based, I think, for the most part, Chris, except for like a few things here and
Yeah,
there.
because Tony's is for theater.
Television.
Yeah,
And
And
no,
then
the Emmys. Y'all there? I'm forgetting
Emmys
Emmys
is
about
is
the
for
for
Emmys.
television.
television, Tony's is theater. Yeah. So
Yeah.
really, you can't. Yeah.
Now the
But I
But
see where you're
day,
coming from.
now the day anime gets an Emmy. Now that's different.
That's
yeah,
different.
That's what it is.
that's where I'm going with this. Like the Oscars, nobody's watching them anymore. So it's the only reason
But
why we're
see,
getting this now.
the thing is, the day that an anime is up for an Emmy, it has to be on TV. Because most Emmys are TV based for the most part, except for a few. Like I
Mm-hmm.
think I think Stranger Things did win an Emmy once. I think a couple streaming things have won Emmys, but it's not something it's very rare. It has to be very popular. I'm actually surprised K-pop Demon Hunters is actually getting a nomination because it's a Netflix show, Netflix movie. Technically,
It doesn't matter.
didn't really come out.
Money,
It's still a
money
movie.
talks.
I mean, they topped
It's
the
still a
charts
movie.
in music. But let me ask you
It
this:
did.
why didn't Spirited Away get an Oscar?
Oh,
I thought that.
well,
I thought
they got
they got some
they
kind of
gave them
reward.
they got an award, but I don't think they ever got an Oscar, but they got an award for something. It's been a because Ghibli films are usually kind of impactful in that sense. They can get
Yeah, Ghibli films are the only exception because
they one exception where they can be
they've gotten
across
awards.
the board.
They've gotten a lot of awards.
Yeah. You
Now,
see,
The Boy and the Heron won an Oscar.
Yes, he did. That's the one. That is the one. Boy and the Hero. And that's also a
Is that
Ghibli
the
film,
only
I think.
one? Is that the only one?
Oh, you know what? Spirited Away is the other one.
Thank you.
Yeah, Spirited
I
Away is
was.
Spirited Away is the other one. Yeah, they're the other
Mm-hmm.
one. So it has happened. It's just not something that's. It's not. It has to be something that is so impactful that it can do some. It can do a good. That it's actually worth it.
So you
And
mean to tell me that K-pop Demon Hunter is better than Spirited Away, or on the same level as Spirited Away? Is that what you just mentioned, B?
no, absolutely not.
You're telling me that
But
K-pop Demon Hunter is something meaningful and impactful enough as Spirited Away?
Well, hold on. Did you watch it? Did you
Yes, I
watch it?
watch it every freaking day with my
he's
children. Sing
he's in
every
with his children.
song and watch it. But Monsters
So
Inc.
you
doesn't
know.
have an Oscar.
Well, that's Monsters Inc.
We could go down this road for a while. I'm just gonna put it to you this way. To ask your original question, Dion, to answer your original question, in my estimation, no. But if you're gonna do the thing they're trying to do, and going back to something Chris has mentioned, something you've also mentioned, the fact that nobody watched the Oscars, if you're gonna put these up there and give some recognition, then it at least tells me that the people who nominate the Oscars have seen these. Have
Now let the
understood.
live action One Piece get an award.
Oh, get a movie or something? Yeah, that's
No, get an
get an
award.
aspect.
Like,
Get
Oh,
an
and I
because
award.
stand
then
corrected. I do stand corrected. Monster Inc. the original did win an Oscar.
They won an Oscar. Yeah, the original won the Oscar, not the University or not the other one.
Not
Yeah, so
University, not
like Toy Story's won an Oscar technically. One of the Toy
yet.
Story movies won Oscars. So it has been done. It just has to be something that's actually impact. Like usually the first movie of a series is probably going to win you the Oscar because it's the best one of the series, most likely.
But I'm also not saying that K-pop Demon Hunter is on the same level as Monster Inc. I just want that to be noted.
Well, no, it's not the same. It's probably not the same level as Toy Story, the first Toy Story movie,
Yeah, no.
but like it's there. I'm gonna end off with this before we go to the charts because I think this is an inter conversation. We got to an inter conversation.
Yeah, I'm gonna just mute my mic because I keep.
No, you're fine. You're fine. We're good. We're having a good conversation about this, so that's not a bad thing. But ultimately, I think the thing I'm gonna ask is: there's gonna be a trend now with these 7 movies we've had? Do we eventually see more movies getting more opportunities at the Oscars? Good example: JJK about to do their movie for the Colon Game, or I say movie, it's going to be more episodic thing. We're getting the second Demon Slayer movie. We're getting another K-pop Demon Hunter. We're getting other things on the road. So it's just going to be a more trend where we're going to see anime kind of take
well,
that movie
no,
style.
no, Brandon. I think sorry to interrupt you. I just had to say. I think the thing that's
No,
going to change is not necessarily it's not necessarily what's going to be there. It's we're about to see a change in the American entertainment industry
okay,
because they're realizing you cannot lean on AI to tell a story.
that's fair. That is fair.
Like it still takes the original minds, the original people to come together and write a original story. But now they learn that people like the Japanese and what they do on the kind of style. So now you're going to start seeing a lot more of different aspects of Japanese TV
Mhm.
shows and movies and stuff come through. So we're about to see a shift. That's what I think.
Okay, all right. That's the answer I needed. We'll see where the Oscars go. I'll be very interested in 2026 how the Oscars end up and see where these these movies kind of get their flowers in certain ways. Um, it is probably a new era. It's a very good new era. We'll see if the era continues. Let's get into the charts and then we'll get into the episodes. I don't mind this conversation because we haven't had one of these in a while. Um, let's start off with this week 8 for the Anime Corner. November 21st through November 28th. So that was Thanksgiving in America, the 27th. So this chart's kind of interesting in that case. My Heroes at 1 stayed at 1. I'm gonna say this. I hope I say this right. Wind Dance went up 21 spots to 2.
What even
they
is
asked,
that show?
I don't even know. Asking for one final thing, went up 3 spots to 3. Spy in the Family dropped 2 spots to 4. Got Takeda dropped 2 spots to 5. The Monster Who Wants to Eat Me dropped a spot to 6. My Awakening Senpai went up 5 spots to 7. To Your Eternal Season 3 went up a spot. My Friend's Little Sister Has It Out For Me went down a spot to 9. And at 10 is My Status as an Assassin dropped 3 spots to a 10. Chris, what do you think about these charts?
Bro, I understand why my heroes there. They're having a great end of season. I will admit it. It is great. Roar Dance, I still don't know what the heck that is. I mean, and for you to jump 21 spots, that means it must have been one heck of a sleeper. That's all I can really say at this point. May I ask one final thing, bro? To my brothers that's not trying to watch it because it's a female lead. I dare you to meet her in the ring. That's all. I dare you to meet her in the ring.
It's Devil May Cry with a female lead. That's all I'm going to say for now.
Pretty much. Spy in the Family. I ain't wait. I know it's good. I ain't waiting till the end to watch it, bro. That's where I am
Yeah, same.
because I know it's good, and the story I feel like the ending is gonna break my heart. I know it is. Got you, Keitha, bro. Nothing more needs to be said about this show, bro. Like,
Good.
bro, oh my goodness, bro. This show has honestly exceeded my expectations. Like honestly, this is the new show everybody needs to kind of watch. Like, but honestly, if I'm being real with myself, I don't see it going more than maybe three or 4 seasons. I hope there's more, but it's looking like it's giving me like kind of like Fire Force. I
Yes.
mean, it is the same people anyway. So yeah, this is what we come to expect from these artists. It's going to be about maybe 3 or 4 seasons, but it's going to be a heck of a ride though. These other ones, yeah, bro, they all up here for a reason. I mean, I've spent my time. I can go down this list, bro. I've spent my time.
Dion, make it quick for me. And Chris, get ready to do the other chart for me. Dion, make it quick. What do you think
All
about
right, 10 seconds on the clock, starting now.
this?
This chart has so much movement, and yet it's still so stagnant at the same time. We got a couple of jumps that push everything down. That's where that movement is coming from. Other than that, it's pretty much the same things we know are gonna be in the top, even if not the top 10, the top 15 every season, or every week this season. Now, the biggest surprise on this list, the biggest one, is that not that Gotcha Akita dropped, but that something was on here better than Gotcha Akita. Besides My Hero, like guaranteed.
Okay. Yeah,
They're
yeah.
cooking right now. They're really
Yeah.
cooking right now. To Your Eternity, love it. My Status as an Assassin, understood why it's there. It's kind of slow, and that week was kind of slow. It was kind of a build up week, but that's my time. All right.
I will say this. I'll give you my small rant. And it's partially because My Hero. If what is true and they're gonna make another season for My Hero, the way they're ending this season, I'm caught up. Doesn't make me feel like they need to make another ending. Another season. It feels like you can end it there and be done with it. But you're doing it for the purpose of giving us closure, fine. Or epilogue, cool, but I don't think it's necessary. Chris, go with the other chart and let's see how this other chart pans out.
All right, since we are cooking on time, number 1, My Hero. 2, Spy in the Family. 3, Got Keitha. 4, Cinderella Gray. 5, The Wild's Last Boss Has Appeared. 6, This Monster Wants to Eat Me. 7, May I Ask One Final Thing. 8, The Rama One Half. 9, Grieving Souls, second tour. And 10. I do not. I can't think of the acronym for a minute. GNOSIA. Does it matter at this point?
Gunson?
Genosha?
Yeah, Gunson? Yeah. Huh. Okay. This is an interesting chart. Same date and everything, but
Mm,
different layout.
yeah, yeah.
My hero's still one, which is not surprising, but
I'll
that's
only say
that's
one
the one
thing about this chart.
okay.
This chart has got the Akita right where I would put it.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. Gotchi's the one I think that should get more recognition but doesn't.
Like I
We'll
can
see
see
where these
Spy in the
charts go.
Family and My Hero Academia beating it out,
Mhm.
but all that other stuff, I couldn't see it on the other chart. That's why it was a
Yeah.
surprise for me. So this chart has it right where it belongs.
But I
I'm
will
actually
say
surprised to
I
see
did
Rama 1.5 on there. Sorry, Brandon.
No, you're good.
Well,
Half's on
Ramen
there,
One
half's
Half
on the
has
other
been
one.
doing good in the charts though since the season started. It's been in and out. It's been touching
Yeah.
spots.
All right. Let's get into episode 7. We might not get to episode 8, but we'll at least get through episode 7 because we had a good long talk, which I appreciate. After episode 6, I don't know where episode 7 of The Assassin's going to go. It feels kind of weird because now we're between two things. Fighting this demon we tried to fight off, and now we meet this other demon. What's next? We'll see. I'm not too sure, but ultimately, we'll see where this episode goes. I will say this. At the point we're at now, we're about catching up to where my hero is, so we're basically on the same pace as we're at my hero, so we're not too far behind. I think I'm an episode behind technically. But now I think we're really gonna get the nitty gritty of the story, and if the story has to get faster. We're still kind of slow. We need to pick up a little bit. But in a second, I will say 3, 2, 1, and then we'll get going. Gentlemen, you ready?
I need about
Give me
1
one.
minute.
No worries. No worries.
Dum, 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 dum,
I think
dum,
also
dum.
this is a season where it's too much in this season to watch. Jeez.
It is a lot in this season. Like, but I have
Can't tell.
enjoyed every as much as I have possibly can.
Oh yeah, same. It just feels like there. I think this season got too bloat. Has gotten too much, not bloat, but too much of a good thing.
What are we starting with? My Hero?
No, my assassin.
My Assassin.
Yeah, we're gonna watch. We're
Episode.
gonna try to watch 2. We might get through 1. If we get through 1, that's good, and then we can catch the other. Because we're caught up on my hero basically. We're
Yep,
at
it's
8.
pretty much over. It's pretty
Yeah,
much it's
we're
yeah.
at like 6. We're going to 7 and 8, so we're gonna be right at the point.
And where are we? 7? All right.
7 for my status. Yeah,
All
so
right.
we're only 2 episodes behind. And we're actually will be. I think it's going 12. I think it's going 12.
Yeah, this is going 12. Or it could be 12 or 13. Some of them. It depends on when
Yeah.
it started.
Let me know whenever you're ready.
I am ready.
Okay. Ready, Deon?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. So 3, 2, 1, go. Wait, is this a recap or is this something we haven't seen? Oh no, it's not a recap.
It's a recap.
It's not a recap. Is it a recap? Because we didn't see
It's a
this
recap.
previous episode.
We can
Oh, it
skip
is a
it.
recap. Okay. Well, let's go through it.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go through it. Because I don't. I will say that's a weird way to do a recap because we saw the ending where we meet him, but he doesn't talk, and then they do this whole little thing where he starts talking and doing that stuff. And those we didn't watch all the way to the end, like we you watch after the credits very often. I will say I do like the song. One of the few songs I do enjoy. Still kind of simple though.
That's one thing we haven't had in a few seasons. Is just like one killer opener song.
There was something I was watching though that was actually pretty good, but it couldn't have been that good because I automatically just lost what I was saying as I was saying it.
I'm not saying.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just had that breakdown. I think the thing is nowadays it is not. It's going to be too expensive to get somebody to really make a good song,
I
and
mean,
not because you can't. You just don't have that resource, that money to do that. As you just
bro, open it up to the public, man. There's so many talented
oh, you could yeah
artists out
get some
here,
banger,
man.
get some really good like people that just can play. Absolutely.
Yeah, there's people, man. You could throw them a couple bones. They'd just be so happy to have their score on an anime, bro. Like, yeah.
I would literally just make up something just to have me be heard on an anime. So yeah,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You can't charge in. Not with that kind of magic. Oh wait, your shadow magic can do that. What? Wait. Did he just say OP? Did he just say OP?
yeah, yep.
Okay. All right. Did not expect that to hear come from him lexicon. Huh? So wait, she can shapeshift? When can she do that?
That that's been her basic power this entire time.
Oh, her basic. Okay, we
You
just
know,
haven't
because
seen it fully yet.
she transforms into everything. Remember?
Dragon,
Is it?
three-headed monster. Yeah, yeah. Oh wow. There's. I will give Dion this, and he probably listening when I say this. I feel like I don't think we needed a training arc at any point in the season yet, but him just pulling out that move like that doesn't really have any context unless he was training off screen, which makes sense. He can, just feels kind of odd.
Wait, what?
So
Brandon
he
is
just pulled
agreeing
out
with
that.
you.
I agree with you partially because that move seems kind of a complex, and how do you pull that off without for the first time without him ever doing it? Like that's not something I said
This is the
partially.
history books, yo.
I mean, yeah. I feel like sometimes they can get away with it, but sometimes they can't.
Like, bro, been doing left and right combinational, like super hard tactical
Whoa.
moves, and he just like, oh, I gotta keep that one in my pocket, bro. What? That's why he died. No, put that in your pocket.
There's something off about that because she wouldn't have just killed him like that. She was puppeteered. So wait, he's a puppet master without.
Nah, he just used a
Well,
spell called Marionette. That's all.
Allow him to
okay,
control her long enough to kill him.
okay.
Nah, not at
Wait,
all.
wait, wait. Wait.
Not
How
at
would
all.
the thing know? How would the thing know he needs to be re-healed when his wounds are at acceptable levels, but we don't know what those simple. Okay, all right.
Because technically he died. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he's on the brink of death, so I was not surprised that the system knew what to do. But it's like
Bro, you letting this ride? You letting this? You're excusing this. You're justifying him coming from the brink of death.
I'm not just like I'm surprised they don't. I'm just surprised they don't explain it. Like, how is he at the brink of death and he can barely now he's holding on?
It's like whenever Raphael takes over and reincarnated as a slime.
Hold on. I'm gonna break that analogy, Chris. I'm sorry. I'm about to break this fully. This is basically the system telling Jin Woo, "Hey, there's a threat in front of you. Go kill all these humans."
No. I can't let that one go. Because Jinyu still has to do the work. He's being possessed by his own abilities. This is crazy work right here.
How do you put somebody with his own abilities?
He is not in control of what he's doing. He's not even speaking for himself. How is your ability speaking for you?
So I'm even more on the nose. Is Raphael from reincarnated as a slime?
It is Raphael. It
But
is
even
Raphael.
Raphael is like an artificial intelligence that continuously talks to him throughout the entire existence. This thing is like we don't even know what it is. We don't know what his powers is. We don't know where it comes
Well,
from.
that makes it worse because then it goes back to Brandon when he said it's like so what I'm a spider.
Yeah. Now you can't explain to me what he. So one Spider, she got powerful in One Spider, but we never know how. She figures it out. Oh, he just walk. Really? You just gonna walk off? Okay. All right.
I
He's
think
gonna walk
I
off.
think I'm gonna I think I'm gonna go ahead and rewatch that now.
Reincarnated.
Oh, so much. Yeah.
So yeah, so what I'm a spider.
So One Spider. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna. So after he did all that, he was in a coma for that long,
Pretty much.
and yet his body's bruised and battered, and yet he don't know why. Actually, he does know why. He did ask how long I was out, so he did know he did faint. That is opposite.
Bro, I like how OP he is, but he's such a wuss. Like, bro, he can't make it one fight without passing out, bro. Like,
Wait. Okay. Uh, Chris, you know, you know what? You know what I said last
Brandon,
episode.
just say it. Just say it.
Why are we getting this now?
What do you mean getting what now?
the meetup.
Yes.
Yep, I told you they was
Why are
hitting
we
around to it.
Why are we getting
Yes,
this now? After the fact that they were going to go find jobs, which we
because
never
this is
did.
episode 7, and they only have so many episodes left in the season.
But it all aligns up. They would have met days ago. They said we would have met days ago, but he went off,
Correct.
and well, not he. Amelia went off and got kidnapped. So they would
Yeah.
have met days ago, which would have been aligned with everybody touching, ground at the same time. But Amelia went off, and then we get that side story while they're off gallivanting through the guild.
Pause 1 second. He says he's no longer a knight, so he left the castle.
Yep.
Oh, we missed a bunch of story. Oh, we
No,
missed
no, my question
a bunch
is:
of
the
story.
last time we saw, he didn't leave with them. The night
No, we
dude, he
didn't.
didn't leave
Nope,
with them.
Gilly. Nope, he was like we didn't see him,
He put.
Like
He tells
he
him
was still at the castle because he made the way for them to escape.
and
correct.
he actually watched them go through the forest from the rooftop of the castle.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden they
So
together. Yeah, bro. Plot hoes. They got more hoes than the strippers' underwear. I'm telling you, man.
said the stripper.
But you know what I'm talking about.
But it's funny. Our main character only knows that the king is evil. So, are we going to get that answer here, or are they going to leave it out?
He No, he's the only one who's seen how evil he is. Everybody else knows that the kingdom is something wrong.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
I like how she winces every time somebody talks about him going home.
Because it's the romantic love interest, which I'm fine with here because we got that plot point. And now she walks out the room.
Mm-hmm.
Really pulling that plot point home.
Oh my goodness. This dude here.
You don't even know much about this man.
Well, they've been traveling together for what, 2 or 3 weeks?
This is happening.
What's happening?
This is happening.
Oh, we're not gonna get the first kiss thing, are we?
This is happening.
Great, googly moogly. Huh? Okay, that's what I did not expect, but okay. We guess.
Somebody please shoot me.
There's no way to do that right now. There's no way to do that right now. This is going. This is
Mhm.
gonna happen.
Right. Mm-hmm.
okay. That's actually kind of sweet. That's kind of sweet. I have to give him credit. That is kind of sweet.
I told you.
I can't. I can't say it's bad.
And they was literally there all night.
Yep, they were because the sun is
I
rising in the
warned
corner.
you.
But did they sleep? We don't know. It's all kind of bad.
I warned you.
Oh, I did call the kiss. Oh, great. Call that. if you wonder
And we're
why
done.
Chris, if you wonder why Chris said what he said, he don't like mushy things. He don't like dramas or romantic
I
like this.
don't.
Yeah.
I don't. I do not.
This is nice. All right, we're not gonna go to the next episode, but we'll talk about this one. Um, there's a lot of plot holes here, gentlemen, and a couple that don't make sense. And I'm not gonna go through the whole episode because it's not really necessary for this, but I'll give you the highlights. The three biggest highlights. One, we meet the guy. We know who he is. He tried to attack everybody in the last episode. He does, but ultimately Amelia stabs her main character, and he's in a coma for 5 days. That's number one. Two, our party group is came into town to find him. They do. Also, the captain of the former castle left the castle as a part of that. And three, Amelia and our main character is now a love interest in this story, and a full-on love interest finally. But it's kind of awkward. Doesn't really make sense. He doesn't get the point across somewhat. Chris, I'm going to start off with you. What do you take away from this episode, and ultimately from this episode, what is the one thing you think didn't get really told right?
Oh my goodness, bro. Where to start? Oh my god. All right. First off, let's just go ahead and call this episode what it was. Crap.
Oh well, that was fast.
Like, I, I mean, from the plot holes to this random marriage engagement goth thing.
Okay. Also, oh man, line. Yep.
And I know I said it earlier, but I'm bringing up another point. How on God's I can't even say that. How in that world did they find him? Who is a tracker? They don't know who in north, south, east, west, northwest, north, south.
They weren't
That
looking
one,
for him.
they weren't.
They were looking for Crow.
But that's the point.
Everybody was looking for Crow. Apparently, Crow is like the best blacksmith in the world. So
Which is the guy we met
Gilly,
in the prior episode, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so we met.
Gilly and Knight were both going to the blacksmith, and they just happened to meet up.
There's nothing more I can say about this show other than the score I'm about to give it.
Go ahead and give that to me.
I'm gonna give it a 3.
Wow. Okay. All right. Dion, same question to you. What do you take? What should we take away from this episode? How do you feel about some of the plot holes and things they've done? And go ahead and give me that score as well. Make the first two questions kind of concise, and then kind of grow into the score as well. Roll into the score as well. I think I broke Dion.
My bad. Yeah,
No,
thought
you're good.
process.
You're good.
I like the anime, bro. I do. Is it S tier? Nah. There's so much. This is one though that I will say I can turn my brain off and watch. I couldn't do that with MASH. I can do that with this because the characters are built well. The world isn't built out much, but the story is trying to be developed, minus all the plot holes. So altogether, I'll probably give this a 4.5.
Okay. Now you're coming to me. I'll put it to you this way: the romantic stuff at the end, I do not mind because it has been built up enough for me to get it. In this case, the ship for the prior episode 5, the stuff in episode 6 has all built that up to this point. That's cool. And this is where I'm getting back to so much fire, so what territory. Why don't you show us them trying to find the blacksmith? You don't show us that. It's kind of like the two stories merge, and now he tells them, which is also kind of funny. He tells them, "You need to be worthy of me to work for our main character. So go do something to make you worthy." Which kind of sounds like they're gonna go to a dungeon, and then we're not gonna see him again. Okay, cool. Do I really want to see him go to a dungeon? Yeah, but are we gonna see it? Absolutely not, probably. And then the other thing, the former captain, he left the castle. Why? That whole section's now kind of messed up. Like, why did he leave? What was the purpose of leaving? All that kind of stuff. If I had to give this something, just this episode, I agree with Deon. This anime is good. It's not S tier, but it's good. The characters built well. World is not that great, but everything else around it works. This episode gets like a 1.5 from me.
Ooh.
Because there's so many things you could have done better to make this make sense. From the point where we meet, they do meet, from the point we could see them trying to find the blacksmith and they can't, so they have to ask around, and ultimately they get a tease of the cat somewhere in the city. They see the cat, then they kind of can guess, oh, somebody must be with the cat, something of that nature. But you ultimately don't do any of that, and now we're going to go on a journey for them to get stronger, to them have a better opportunity. Yeah, no, like that doesn't work. We'll see where episode 7 and 8 goes. That won't be next week. That'll be the week after, or 8 and 9, excuse me. And then from there, that we will have that left over because My Hero will be done. Like I said, I like the anime. I think they're good. This is probably the only episode that's been really kind of outside of 5. It's 5. Yeah, 4. I think it's 4 or 5. But ultimately, I think it's getting to that weird point. If you take out the students from the class, the story is more cohesive, but you need them there to make sense with the title. But we'll see how next week goes. Next week's going to be an interesting week for mainly mainly for the My Hero side, because My Hero getting that ending arc. We're finally getting to see the final story. This story, I think this story goes for one more season, so we'll get like a little tease at the end, and that tease is something we'll see for next season if they make it next season. But that was 132 of the Anime Dojo. It was a good episode. We had a little good conversation. I wouldn't recommend this to somebody if you're not a fantasy kind of person. There are other ones out there that's better. But we'll see how the rest of the season goes for this show. Next week we'll finish out My Hero. We'll do episode 7 and 8 to kind of get that story finally finished off, and then we'll just have this left before we get into the winter season and see what winter has to bring to us. But we had some good conversation. We talked about One Piece. We talked about the Oscar stuff. That's going to be really interesting for y'all listeners. That's the bulk of this episode. But like I said, next week we're going to We're gonna go into One Piece. We're gonna go into My Hero, and then
Yeah, correct that.
yeah, I had to correct myself. I'm on that brain. But this will go up on Spotify after it processes. It will go up on YouTube on Thursday. I do thank Chris and Deon for joining me. I do thank you for watching. Hope you did enjoy it. For next time. See you.
Oos.